You are now listening to...
I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now, hey. We on 100. Yeah, I said we on 100 right now, hey. I'm on 100.
Yes, it's just that. Episode 100. 100. And first and foremost, before I get all hyped up off this Mountain Dew and everything, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts over these last 100 episodes. If you're a new listener, thank you. You joined in right at episode 100, and we all the way up in here. But thank you to NF for that 100 song, whoever the fuck that is. I just typed in 100 into iTunes and this is what I got. So that's what I'm rocking with. And as per usual, we're here in the late night hours, creeping in to that early Sunday. Matter of fact, it ain't even creeping into Sunday morning. It is Sunday morning. And I'm here recording episode 100. 100. This is basically going to be the Kiss Everyone's Ass episode. I'd like to thank everybody who's ever supported the podcast, retweeted, liked, contributed, give me tips, pointers, anything. I appreciate everybody for giving your support. I'm sounding like Alex on Is Anyone There? Support, making up our own words. But anybody who's ever shown support to the Random Ramblers with Rob, I appreciate you also very much. Man, you think I would have something special lined up, some guests, some crazy shit like that, but I really don't. To be honest with you, 100 episodes in the can, and as I sit here in front of the microphone right now, I really don't feel like doing this right now. But I got shit to do tomorrow when I wake up, so I got to do it now, or it's going to be delayed, and I don't want to have a late release of my 100th episode. But anyway, everything is going good. Still enjoying it. Still amazed that for 100 consecutive weeks, I have delivered some form of audio content. And if you asked me damn near 2 years ago, January 13th of 2018 will make 2 years that I've been doing this show. It doesn't even feel like that long, but I'm still here. And this is the downfall. After 100 episodes, I still don't prepare. So I have really nothing to say here. I don't have any guests with me. It's just me, ramble-lama-lama-damn. Well, I guess I can talk about some future ambitions and goals that I have from 100 here on out. It's just like I was saying, man, I just do it because I want to. And if I'm here for another 100 episodes, another year, or 6 months, or 3 months, or however long have you, it was fun, you know. It all started from me wanting to write a book about all the crazy Marine Corps stories that I've accumulated over 16 years. But then I sat down in front of a computer and tried to type all that shit out and make it make sense. And I was like, nah, I can't do this shit. Well, I'm not saying I can't do anything. It's just, I don't have the attention span for that shit, you know? But, I thought I would take the audio route and listen to podcasts for shit a long time. I couldn't even tell you when I listened to my first one, but I can tell you what the first one was. It was the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show. Because, you know, I'm a wrestling fan and I had to find something related to wrestling, and that was the very first podcast I ever listened to. And to follow that was Kevin Smith and all the 2011 million podcasts that he does. And what was next after that? I think RBR, Weekly Wrestling Talk, was another staple in the beginning because of wrestling. It's a show that's no longer on the air anymore. It's called Better Off Undead, which I reached back to them many moons ago and tried to get all three of them on the show, but they is super busy. I think they, after they retired the, Better Off Undead, they opened up another podcast called The Worst Show Ever or Worst Podcast Ever or something like that. So they still going on strong too. That was like over 3 or 4 years ago that I listened to that show. And man, I know the intro came in kind of hot and heavy, and here I am all low energy and shit because I'm tired, you know, working every day, all day. I been going out of town recently. I'm gonna be going out of town to work next week. And it's a grind, but it's got to be done. Good news, I got approved to buy a house. So I'm pre-approved to buy a home. I just got to find a motherfucker to live in. So that's great. Hard work done paid off. Got my debt down to a manageable level to where I can purchase a motherfucking house and get inside some more debt. Rub the debt all over my face, neck, and chest. But anyway, man, a year ago, I was just getting here to Houston, or shit, a year ago this time, I was still, what month is this? I don't even know what month this is, December. So I was in, a year ago, damn, this is riveting audio, I know. A year ago, I was here in Houston. Year prior to that, I was in Missouri. All right, yeah. So last year I was here in Houston. This is our second Christmas in this house. Hopefully this will be the last motherfucking Christmas in this house. But my lease hasn't expired in this place yet. So once the lease is up, we'll be jettisoning the fuck up out of here. I ain't got to worry about scheduling maintenance motherfuckers through another motherfucker to come fix shit that's not even mine. Hopefully I get into a spot where I ain't got to worry about the punk ass homeowners association. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. I've been on YouTube for the past week and a half, just damn YouTube and how to build shit, you know, cause man, once we get a lock on the place and we move in, I'm building shit. I ain't calling no goddamn body to fix shit unless it's plumbing or electricity, because I don't want to bust no pipes or damn electrocute myself. So I ain't going to be fucking with none of that. But yeah, man, looking at how to lay a concrete slab, build a room in an existing house. I just want to be Bob the Builder. That's all I want to do. Man. But still, 100 episodes. I'd like to thank each and every guest that's come on the Random Rounds with Rob. Some are repeat guests. Some are people I've never met before a day in my life. And I appreciate you all for giving me your time and being patient with me when we had scheduling mishaps or audio mishaps or just, I don't know. I emailed motherfuckers and they said, yeah, we can do the thing. And then they don't contact me no more. I guess they listened to the show. Once they did a little research on me, and it's like, I can't be on this shit. I'm not going to name no names, but it is what it is. And as far as future guests going, like right now, at this moment in time, as we record this, and I don't know why I'm saying we, because I don't know when recording, I have no guests lined up for any future recordings. Before episode 100, I had a stockpile of episodes recorded already, and I was just releasing them periodically. Now I've run out of a cache of episodes, and then all kind of shit happened. You know, Thanksgiving happened. As I mentioned in previous episodes, family came to visit, a death in the family, and I just hadn't been on my scheduling thing just to get people on the show. I sent some feelers out for a couple of guests, but none of it really panned out. So, I mean, that's kind of why I made episode 100 just a solo episode, so I could just kind of use it as filler for the next week so I can find some guests for the following week. But, hey man, it'll work out. This will be the first time in 100 episodes that I've had a scheduling issue to this magnitude to where I ain't got nobody lined up, but I'll make it happen. Within the past 100 episodes, I've seen many people reach the 100 episode milestone, like Sean from Horribly Awkward. Shout outs to Sean. Just today, well, not today, because today is Sunday. Yesterday, Saturday, Codex Prime, they hit their 100 episode, and it was out at Rococo's, whatever the fuck that is, celebrating their 100th episode. So congrats to them. Who else hit 100? Just in Time podcast, they've hit 100 episodes. Cody, it's Dan and Cody, they've hit 100 episodes. And it's just shit. As Anthony Thomas hit 300 episodes. He did this 3 times already. So shout out to all those people. Dan and Cody, I've never listened to their podcast, but I've interacted with them a little bit through Instagram, and I've heard little clips here and there, and their little sketches that they put out. And Codex Prime, I just listened to them most recently. So I mean, hopefully in the future we get all those shows together with me and we can do some things. You know, that's what we do as independent podcasters. This is what I call us. We don't have big financial backings, but we have the grit and the gusto to do it on our own and make our own way in this podcasting game. But yeah, man, I'm just so tired. And then my wife just got on my ass because I was trying to set something up with some local people to record here tomorrow. It's like, you've been working all these damn days and you get a day off and you want to go podcast. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm tired. Yes, my body is worn out. But when somebody get to talking about podcasts or anything like that, I just kind of perk up and just want to get it done. Because, I mean, it's not just an experience for me and the show. It's just also, what I say is, this show is not my show. It's the guest show. And anytime I can be fortunate enough to have a guest, I'm putting them on a platform. I want them to speak about themselves or their product or their talent or whatever it is. And, you know, that's kind of what I feel the show is about now, for, you know, to promote other people and their talents and their gifts or whatever. Just like Zyme or Venus Versace or Bumpy 103, Ralph Nervous, Sabrina Fowler. Who else been on the show? Sir John Lee, Anomaly, Mr. Catastrophic, Trouble Man, all those people, man. See the Beast, my nephew. That's my blood, man. Not no gang banging shit. I'm not throwing no gang signs in here, but yeah, it's just to have that amount of talent, you know, gracing me with their time and everything. Zyme is back and forth all over the goddamn globe and shit, making music, collabing with everybody. Manilafornia 4 should be out here pretty soon, if it ain't already out. Shit, probably 5 and 6 is out right now, the way Zyme work and do music. Sir John Lee just released his album, He Eats with Wolves, and is getting rave reviews. A lot of news outlets are covering it, so that's good. And I was fortunate enough to be a part of that project, so it's fucking awesome. Ralph Nervous doing his thing, just plugging away on the social media, just doing hooks for people, trying to carve his path out in the music game. Venus Versace is modeling her ass off. Matter of fact, I don't think she could model her ass off, because I'm gonna just stop right there. Who else? Bumpy 103 is doing a lot of touring, different establishments, so good with him. Miss Sabrina Fowler, she is on, every time I look on Instagram, she's on somebody's radio station or somebody's show, so she getting herself out there. Well, who else? Damn, it's just so many people. I got lost in the shuffle just then. Mr. Catastrophic curating his album, getting that together. Anomaly, his album is out now. If you get up with Anomaly, he'll tell you different ways you can purchase it. And if you listen to the last episode, he's doing a giveaway via my show to where you can win a free copy of his album, Revelations, and some swag from Anomaly. So the stipulation with the giveaway is that you tag me with a photo of yourself in Walmart or a video of yourself in Walmart. Or if you don't have enough self-confidence to go take a picture in Walmart of video self, you can send me already existing video from someone and tag me in it. And, that'll get you in the contest to win the free album download and the free swag from Anomaly. I don't know. As far as here on out, man, first and foremost, I want to get in this goddamn house, because once I get in there, I can really just put my mind to, where I want to go with the podcast from here on out. It's just I just been obsessing about paying bills, getting hours in so I can make some money to pay bills. And then once I get those bills paid, I want to buy this house so I can get some more bills and concentrate on paying those bills. But at least I know the shit will be mine and I can do whatever the hell I want. Like in this room that I'm recording in right now it used to be a den or a dining room or something. Ain't got no doors on it. The next place I go to where I get a space for all my shit is going to have some goddamn doors on it. God damn it. It's going to be able to lock them, and I'm going to soundproof that motherfucker so I can yell and be loud, and I ain't got to wait till 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to record shit and say what the fuck I want to say. But yeah, I keep glancing over my shoulder because Mrs. B-Rob got to get up here in a couple of hours to go to work, and I hope I'm not too loud to where I wake her up and she come here, give me the death stare, and then episode 100 would be the final episode of the Random Ramblers with Rob. But yeah, I've been looking up that shit too on YouTube, just how to soundproof a room, and it's just all that, man. I'm just excited, so excited. Speaking of the podcast though, man, I've been having different people reaching out to me, showing interest in starting their own podcast because, they either been guests of this show or we've interacted on the internet. So they came to me with the questions, which I feel honored and humbled that anybody would think of me for, advice or tips on how to do something when I feel, in my mind that I do pretty shit at this, but that's just me being critical of myself. And who's the guest? Sock Monkey Mike. He just dropped news that he started his own podcast. I didn't see the name of it per se. I think it's The Other Side of the Coin or Both Sides of the Coin. He got him and his co-host. So that's going to be starting up here in December, which is now. It's probably a couple of weeks. My former guest from last week, King Ajar, he's interested in starting his own podcast. And if you listen to the Shockcock episode with my man Jam, he's looking to start his own podcast. So that's 3 people off the top I know that had the potential to make something great. And I'm interested to see what the future holds for them. I even had thoughts of maybe even starting my own podcast network or a little circle or whatever. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics, how that's going to work for me financially, because I know what I pay for me, but if I'm going to do a podcast network, I kind of want to make it low cost for everybody. It's going to be taxing on me because it's going to be ultimately mine. But, people that I see a little bit of potential in, that's people who I want to bring in, kind of give them the start and everything. And, I want to foot the bill for them a little bit, maybe, not completely take on all their financial responsibilities and everything. But I believe, if I believe in somebody and I believe they got the talent, I'm down for helping them, take that next step. And a lot of people that I've talked to that interested in podcasting, they just kind of get scared off because they don't know what to do, what kind of microphone they should buy, what kind of equipment they should get. Do they have to use a computer? Can they use an iPad? How do I get my shit on iTunes? How do I find the right pod service provider to upload my shit? Or some people don't even know that you have to find a podcast provider to upload your shit. So, I mean, it's just a lot of questions, and people get scared off about it, because I know that happened to me. It took me a whole full year to decide that I was going to actually do the shit, you know, to invest money in equipment and sit down and take the time to record shit, you know. So I know how I was when I first started, and you know, I just want to help somebody else out, you know, get the foot in the door, you know, because I was there where they was, and I know it sucked because I didn't really have anybody else to talk to about doing it. Had to do, you know, we live in this modern age to where, you know, I can just Google shit and find all that out, but it's nothing like, you know, talking to somebody with a little bit of experience on the subject. I mean, yeah, you can read it in black and white or whatever, but you know, everybody don't, you know, comprehend things certain, you know, the right way, or it's better when somebody kind of helps you and guides you, you know. Get some human interaction instead of some words on a page or some automated bullshit, you know. But yeah, that's what I feel about that. And also with doing the podcast here in H-Town, I'm looking to branch out to, you know, local people and everything, or even local businesses. I've been doing that more with my Instagram page. It's to where, you know, local establishments have been following me, and I've been following them back. Maybe try to build a little rapport, get some sponsorship, you know, maybe. If anybody want to sponsor me that just recently followed me, I hope it would be a crisp bird and batter, because I went there and I had a goddamn waffle and chicken sandwich with some coleslaw on that motherfucker. And I don't even like coleslaw, but that shit was delicious, and it was big. It's about the size of my hand, and oh man, just thinking about it made me want to go back. So, you know, and these local establishments, they look like they have some tasty foods, because even though the name doesn't sound appealing, there's a place called Balls Out Burgers, and you know, I'm hoping the waiting staff don't have their balls hanging out while they serve me food, because that would be a complete turn off. I know you gotta have truth in advertising, but you really don't have to have your balls out when you're serving me food or even making my food, because you probably get pubes on my buns and meats and everything, and I can't have that. I don't want that. Also, there's a place called Sammy's Wildlife Grill, I think, and they serve exotic burgers. They got emu, kangaroo, goddamn, some exotic shit. They got I want an emu burger, goddamn it. I want some antelope or some shit. What else? Local comedians. This Houston's populated with an ass load of everything, you know. They got comedians, they got artists here, directors, little filmmakers. I don't know why I put little on everything. I'm not trying to demean anybody or anything by saying a project is little or nothing or whatever. It's just, I don't know, need to cut that word out of my vocabulary. But yeah, I've been seeing people on Instagram. Instagram is my jam. Y'all know that by now. But local people, local artists that I'm looking to reaching out to, see if we can collab on some things, you know, so I can build up my following here in H-Town, you know. And that try to get over the fear of actually recording more video content, you know, and it's actually kind of hard, you know. I mean, I do the Walmart logs by myself, you know. I just hold my phone in front of my face and I record myself, you know. That's relatively easy. But when like how I did the video here recently with Foxy and Miles, you know, when you have two willing participants like them, I mean, yeah, we can do the video content, but we ain't got nobody to hold the fucking camera, and I can't just walk around holding my arm out doing like selfies while we're trying to record. Because if you've been on my Instagram within the past couple of weeks, I got with my homeboy Izzy while I was out there in Angleton, and I tried to record some stuff with me and him in Walmart, just me and him, and that, to me, that shit didn't come out too good because I had to hold the camera, then I couldn't get us both in the frame, so I just wound up kind of filming him and asking them questions behind the camera. And, and that's not what I want to do. I want to do like how I did with Miles, how I did with Fox and everything. And look into some equipment alternatives and everything. I got my little GoPro-esque thing with this little spider stand that I can like clamp to a basket, and I can just set it up like that. But it's kind of wide angle like, and that don't really make too well for video content. But shit, I do like how I had with Foxy. I just bring my son, but I had to tell him shut the hell up so he don't be bleeping into all my goddamn audio. Shit, I even had Baby B-Rob film a little bit on the interview in Walmart with Miles, which, it wasn't by design. It was just so she can have something to do because she's 7 and her attention span is like that of a 7-year-old. Oh, man. I'm looking to do more collabs with existing podcasts. Like I was mentioning Dan and Cody earlier, and Codex Prime, which I think will be coming up pretty soon. I just got to talk with them about the details. And doing collabs with the Naked Porch podcast has always been awesome. Doing stuff with Sean from Horribly Awkward. Just anybody that would have me. Anybody. Wheelbarrow full of penises. Wheelbarrow full of dicks. Jody B over there on the Po Boys podcast. Wrestling Junkies whenever they decide to do fucking episodes. Yeah. Within these 100 episodes, I've seen my share of podcasts that hung up the boots. Random Insanity went away, from what I understand. Matthew had a brief hiatus. The Passers By podcast went away, but it came back in a different incarnation, which I'm happy to hear. It's just a lot of them with the Vag Liquors podcast to where through them I found Tiny Ebony, aka Melanie Cummins, which I think the Vag Liquors podcast went down because one of the guys went into the military. So I mean, that's a noble cause, and maybe they'll start it up on the other end whenever he completes his training or whatever have you. So good luck to him on that front. Man, I'm tired. Low energy, people. Christmas is coming up. Got doubly low energy because on top of paying the bills, you got to buy the kids stuff, got to buy the wifey things. So that's doubly stressing on the pocket. But hey, man, it is what it is. Love the kids, love the family. Gotta spoil them with lavish things for this occasion. Shit. My son get double presents this month because his birthday is on the 23rd, 2 days before fucking Christmas. And then it's like my oldest child, she get double Christmas too because right after Christmas, January, is her birthday. So it's like back to back. That's crazy. And then Baby B-Rob, she gets shit year round, so it's just like she's not getting too much of nothing. She's talking about a Nintendo Switch, but I don't know how a Nintendo Switch would be for a 7-year-old. I know 7-year-olds can manage shit, but I'm talking about my 7-year-old, I don't know, maybe. So, I mean, as far as other goals and ambitions for this podcast, hey man, if you're listening, you is who I'm talking to directly now. What I would like from you, the audience, if you could support monetarily, that'd be great, but you're not required to. But really what I would like from the audience is to hear from you. Shoot me a voicemail at 304-825-57 62. I think that's the number. I'm so fucking sleepy, man. But, yeah, I'd like to hear more from the audience. You know, I hear from Ray. I hear from, Jody B. I hear from Hobby. I hear from, Anomaly. I hear from Sean and all them. I mean, but that's the regulars. I hear from Jared, Jay from the hashtag Blackout Podcast, but I want to hear from the audience, you know, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your opinions about the show, your thoughts, you know, ways that I can improve, some things that you would like to hear me talk about that I don't normally talk about, or, you know, suggestions for video content, suggestions for episodes, maybe episodes that I can do that don't necessarily require a guest. Like if you would like a special of me answering just fan questions, I'll do that for you. Maybe covering a certain event like wrestling, maybe. Just hit me up. Let me know. You can also shoot me emails. I'll read your email on the show. I can't read all that well. That's why I do audio shit, but I'll tough through it. But yeah, man, more voicemails, more emails. If you're an artist of any kind, you know, shoot me some content so I can put your vision and your word out there. Not so much visually, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. This audio can't put nothing visually out there, but I can paint a vivid picture with my voice so you can visualize it in your mind. There you go. Putting it together, baby. But yeah, man, I would like more crowd participation, you know. If anything, I know I say all the time that I do the show for myself. You know, it's something that I want to do, help me with procrastination, so on and so forth. But I'd like to hear from the people that listen to me. I mean, I know some of y'all are out there. You know, I can look at the analytics for the show. People out in Singapore and California and Spain and all these different places and everything, but I like to hear from you, you know. Let's see, 65% of my listenership is in the United States, 11% is in the United Kingdom, 9% is in Sweden, 4% is in Germany, and 2% is in China. So I mean, that's a good base. I mean, that's just the top 5, you know, and there's more places than that, you know. It's just, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your voice. I want to scream from the mountaintops like, hey, B-Rob, I'm here in Kyrgyzstan, because I know somebody is listening to me in Kyrgyzstan. But, you know, out of all those percentages, there's a 3% that I would like to know where they are. And if you're a fellow podcaster, you know these percentages that I'm about to discuss with you. Who the fuck or where the fuck is other? God damn it. There's a big percentage of other. It doesn't say where it is or, you know, what the fuck it is. It just says other. Where are these other people? Where are these other countries and states? That's what the fuck I want to know. Shit. And then there's some states in the United States that damn had listening to the show. Like that I'm not getting any freaking hits from. There's 3 goddamn states in the United States that have not, you know, registered as listened to my podcast. And I find that baffling. The whole fucking state is filled. No, I lied. It's 4 states. And I'm going to say it right now. So in case any of you other people that listen to the show are close by those states, y'all can just kind of go over the state line, play my podcast, and you can go right back home. So there ain't nobody in Idaho that's listening to the Random Ramblings with Rob. And hey, man, I like potatoes. In the potato capital of the United States, the Idaho russet potatoes. Hey, man, we are fellow potato lovers. So goddamn, do your boy a favor. Just listen to the show, download it, leave me a review. Idaho. Who else we got? Goddamn Nebraska. You motherfucking corn huskers. Come on. Hook your boy up. Somebody in Nebraska. I don't know. I would say if you hear the sound of my voice, but there ain't no motherfuckers listening in Nebraska. Somebody who knows somebody in Nebraska, give them a call, shoot them a link to my show, tell them to play my shit. In goddamn Iowa. There's nobody listening to Iowa. I was right below you in Missouri for 2 years. One of those years which I was doing this podcast. So if people in Missouri could listen to my podcast, why can't the neighbors above in Iowa goddamn listen to the show? I mean, you're the face of the man in the hat. So come on now, use your ears and listen. And the last goddamn state that has not played any of the Random Ramblers with Rob that I can tell from my analytics here, I don't know how accurate they are, is goddamn Vermont. Motherfucking Vermont. Man, you up there by New York and all them other places. I mean, they listening to me. Why you can't just join the in crowd? This is peer pressure. Everybody's jumping off the motherfucking bridge. I need your ass to jump off the bridge too. Shout out to Ashburn, Virginia. I know Jody B and them saying they got a good contingent of listeners there. I do too in Ashburn. But let me tell you something, Jody B. I think you're using SoundCloud, which when I was using SoundCloud, Ashburn, Bourne, Virginia was a big contingent of my listeners as well. So that might be a SoundCloud thing. I'm interested to hear about that. So if you know anybody else out there that has freaking SoundCloud as their provider, tell me where Ashburn ranks on all your geographical feeds and everything. And if we do the breakdown by state, like my listenership, guess who is 48% of my listenership? Motherfucking Other. Who the fuck is Other? Where is this place at? 48% of my listenership, stateside, comes from Other. Whatever, man. Coming in first place is California. Second is Texas, which I find that weird since I'm in motherfucking Texas. Come on, y'all. We got to bring it up. And then third is Virginia, Ashburn. And fourth is Illinois. And fifth is New York. So that's my top 5. That's pretty cool. But as far as the future of this podcast, it's getting there. It's starting to turn into something that I want it to be. I'm inching closer and closer to getting the equipment that I want for my video content. I'm gonna have to hire my son maybe as my video man, as I stated before, or maybe even get them into it. Some of these guests that I'm trying to get on here, they do a lot of the video content that you see, like King Bosh or Bash, or whatever the fuck his name is, and people of that group of video makers and everything, the video content. And some of the people here local in Houston, they do that style of comedy, things and everything. And that's something I want to talk to them about, because I'm kind of interested in doing something similar to that, but not totally the same. Because I mean, some of that stuff is just like, I don't know, I don't want to do it to be like everybody else. If I'm going to do something like that, I want it to be mine. That's kind of why, there's so many goddamn fucking podcasts, man. Some are blatant ripoffs of another. We're not talking about those, but somewhere somebody is like, hey, I could do that, but I think I could do it a little bit better. Or I have my own spin on this that I think, would be better. And I'm not just saying everybody's going in with the intentions of, hey, I'm going to do this shit better than everybody else. It's just that you want to do it your own way. You want to do it the way you want to do it, So that's what this is. I'm trying to find different ways to do shit my own way. Oh, man. But hey, that's episode 100. 100 consecutive weeks of me running my jibs, running my mouth, I'm sorry I don't have more for you, but this is what it is. It's going on 2 o'clock in the morning. I should have been asleep hours ago. But once again, I can't thank all of you enough, except for you motherfuckers in Nebraska, Idaho, Iowa, and Vermont. I can't thank you because you're not listening. Sorry, sons of bitches. I'm sorry. For somebody, find people in those places and download the show. But looking forward to future guests. If you want to be a guest on the show, just give me a holler. We can make that happen for you. Like I said, it's your show more than it is mine. I mean, I just pay the bills. I mean, it's both houses. We keep it at my house. And for the 100th time, or however many, really, because I mean, it's actually more than 100 episodes. It's just what I've actually counted as episodes. But anyway, you can find me on Twitter at It's B-Rob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and other general shenanigans, that's the account you do it on. Also, the show has its own Twitter account that you can follow at 3R Show. You can also follow me on Instagram. Just type in the Random Rambles with Rob or 3R Show. Well, don't type in 3R Show. Use hashtag 3R Show, because you type in 3R Show, you're going to have this punk motherfucker's account that has no pictures that they're not even using, and they won't relinquish the goddamn name so I can use it. So just type in the Random Rambles with Rob. I know it's kind of long and girthy like a penis, but it'll get you what you need. Also, go to randomrobcast.com for different ways that you can help support the show, whether it be through Amazon links. You can click on those things and help out the show. I got merchandise. You can buy t-shirts and all kind of things like that. You can become a patron through Podbean, like Brandon McIntyre and Glenn Abbott, who, hey, y'all got some Christmas stuff coming your way. I ain't going to tell you what it is, because that would defeat the purpose. But I tell you what, whenever you do get it, if it happens to be before Christmas, you grown ass adults, you can open it if you want to. You ain't got to wait till Christmas. Whatever. And, yeah. Call the voicemail line at 304-TALK-ROB. That's 304-825-5762. Also, you can email the show if you want to send me some of your musical content. Anything, pretty much. You can do it at randomrobcast@outlook.com. And that was episode 100. 100. 1 with 2 zeros. And things like that. Guess what, y'all? Thank you very much for listening to the show. Thank you for everything that you do in pertaining to this show. Tweets, retweets, and likes, subscribing, write some reviews. Tell me how much you hate or like the show. Get to some of those motherfuckers in Vermont, Idaho, Iowa, in Nebraska. Tell them to get on the goddamn train so we can roll through the tracks that is podcasting. Anyway, it's sleepy time, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, B-Rob. Just calling to say congratulations. Your 100th episode is coming up. That's an amazing feat. Most people start some shit and quit it, and sticking in there. And I think you need to keep sticking in there, because, you know, you get to that 1,000th episode and you might be on TV. But whole bunch of stuff turning 100 this year. I know you're not turning 100, it's 100 episodes, but Chuck Taylor's, they're turning 100 this year. They got famous because of World War II. All the GIs wore Chuck Taylor's in basic training. Moon Pies turning 100 this year. Girl Scout cookies. Clark Bar. What else is turning 100 this year? There was something else turning 100 this year. I don't remember. But congratulations, brother. Seriously, it's an amazing thing you do, and you're a great host. Great, very humble, very entertaining. Good, just go around, nice guy, and appreciate you. Appreciate you. Still can't remember that other 100 thing, even though I'm trying to draw this out so I remember it. God damn it.
What up, motherfucker? Hey, dude. It's Jody B. It's been a while. How the fuck are you? You know, I listen to your show every week, and I kind of tune out on the numbers, and I knew it was getting close, but if I'm not mistaken, motherfucker, you're coming up on your 100th episode. God damn, that's a lot of episodes. Man, I'm not going to sit here and talk shit. I'm not going to act crazy like normal. I'm just going to tell you, it has been a fucking pleasure getting to meet you, getting to know you, and getting to watch you fucking blossom as a podcaster, getting your motherfucking hands dirty and meeting all these cool people. You know, you've introduced me to some people that have made my experience very pleasurable, and I just want to say thank you, motherfucker. I wish you nothing but the best, dude. It's like watching an indie wrestler. Like right now, you the Rock, right? Now I missed your fucking football days, but I caught you right around the Rocky Maivia portion, that first 6-8 months watching you. I said, hey, there's something going on here. And now here it is. It's a couple years. You're turning into the motherfucking Brahma Bull and shit, reeling in all these guests and talking your shit. Man, I don't have words. You're amazing. And I want you to keep doing your fucking work. And don't let anybody give you no shit. And if they do, you send them my way, motherfucker. Happy 100. Here's to 500 more, motherfucker. You have a good one. Enjoy yourself. It's a celebration, bitch! Ah!
Hush Your Face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh funky pods with a fresh funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www Hush Your Face. www Hush Your Face. www hushyourface.com.